NCW chief Rekha Sharma has tweeted saying that she's met the family of Unnao victim and they've told the horrific story of police. Laxity will be preparing the report and sending it to the Women and Child Development Ministry and Yogi Adityanath. She's also asked the UP DGP to act. She also says that now is also the time to Beti Padhao or Usse Darandigi se Bachao. If we don't want our sons to be monsters, we must teach them to respect others and treat women as humans. I know tweeting is not the solution, but somewhere it may reach and may make wee bit of difference. Let me straight away go across to Rita Bahugana Joshi, a minister in the Uttar Pradesh government. Ms. Bahugana Joshi, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. A lot of questions essentially being raised about police laxity right now. You have the NCW chief who's also tweeted saying that perhaps they're staring at this police laxity. Republic TV's investigation also clearly indicates that your police was sleeping.
Let me tell you, bring a few facts to your notice. The first thing is that the unfortunate girl who's lost his life due to some criminals, she never asked for police protection. But if it is true that the Thana or the police station did not heed to her fears or to her report, it is a serious matter, and I'm told that the Chief Minister had asked for a report within 24 hours. And this is a government which will not tolerate any shortcoming of this kind of laxity, and they will be punished. Let me assure you if it is true. But it is so unfortunate that that politics is being played in this entire game, and Ms. Gandhi has gone there, Ms. Wadra, and even Mulayam Singh Yadav's son.
So in other words, Ms. Rita Bahugana Joshi, if I may understand, sorry to interrupt, but I'll ask you a straight question right now. In other words, you are basically saying that the NCW chief, Rekha Sharma, is lying. She's tweeting, talking about police laxity after speaking to the family members. So a minister in the government now says that she's lying.
When did I say that?
Well, it is certainly expected.
I said
you are clearly saying that there is no police laxity
within 24 hours, and if this is true, then they will not be spared. They are going to be punished and severely punished, because my government doesn't believe in sheltering violence, and they will be punished for it. This is one aspect. But what I was saying is that politicizing the entire issue is very condemnable. You remember when Nirbhaya happened, and Rahulji went out on a foreign trip, and Sheilaji refused to come out of her home. People were lathi charged. Why didn't Ms. Gandhi then speak out? Why didn't she then come out with some statement in favor of
Ms. Rita Bahugana Joshi, can we now first talk about your own government rather than making this political right now? I'm asking you, can you actually face up to the family members, and actually assure them that strict action would be taken? Because I have a very pointed question for you. There is a clear laxity because our investigation also indicates that there has been a deliberate delay perhaps on the part of the police in filing the FIR. Zero FIR concept is in place. Despite that, you have the rape survivor at that point in time. She had to go from one police station to the other.
I assure you that all of those who will be found guilty and not redressing or giving her release will be punished, and punished severely by my Chief Minister, because we believe in zero tolerance to crime. And I can assure you there will be no laxity on the part of the government. This much, because I have been a part of this government. I'm a member of parliament now from Allahabad. I have been in the cabinet for 2.5 years, and I know how the government of UP works. So I assure the family, though we are very sad,
Madam, you are disturbed. Can I also ask you one? Can I just ask you one more question? Madam, just one more question to you. Questions have been raised about the fact that with regards to the rape accused being granted bail, do you now have information whether at all the police opposed that bail or not?
I'm sorry, this information is not with me, but I was also very surprised that unless the entire evidence was over, how could he be released? This is also a very serious matter. This should be looked into, though I'm not very sure of what you are asking me. I can't give you a pointed answer to that. But I was also very surprised that unless and until the evidences had passed by, how was he released? And one was missing already from before. He was absconding. And I feel that he could not have stayed out for very long had some police people not been helping him. So there are issues which have to be redressed, and we women want justice, and we want that laxity at all ends, whether it is investigation stage or whether it is judicial stage. Things should now change, and my government at the centre has also decided to bring in reforms, to bring in laws which will ensure this.
Well, thank you very much, Rita Bahuguna Joshi, for speaking to Republic TV and also being candid about perhaps there could be some laxity on the part of the Uttar Pradesh police. That is something that the UP government is going to prove. That's the assurance that is being made